Command Performance USA. The greatest entertainers in America as requested by you, the men and women in the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance presented this week and every week till you're home from the hospitals and back from over there. Hi, gang. This is Terry O'Sullivan ushering in another Command Performance. Yes, sir, 30 full minutes of the top tunes and talent ordered in those letters, care of Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. And filling your orders tonight is a great Iowa American. He may be from Iowa, but he loves to visit about any part of the great 48. It's that man about Baton, Meredith Willson.
Thank you, Terry, and good evening all. Thanks to Corporal Bob Lesterson for asking me in, and I'll repay the Corporal right now by telling a great story. Now, Corporal, you know why a man always stands with his back to the fireplace? Well, it seems that years ago,
Meredith,
in the Ark...
Meredith, I don't think you better tell that story. Look, you better just introduce our glamour girls for tonight.
Please, Terry. Now, the reason this fellow was standing there with his back to the fireplace...
Meredith!
Was because...
Meredith! Now, just introduce the girls. Now, you said you'd dig up a high-toned introduction for her.
Well, Terry, I went through lots of books looking for a pretty tribute to fit a pretty guest. But the one I found doesn't, it doesn't quite fit a girl. It's a dilly of a tribute, though.
Oh, really? Well, how does it go?
Like this. Science can analyze pork sausage and say how much of it is phosphorus. But science cannot analyze any man's wish for pork sausage and say how much of it is hunger, how much nervous fancy, how much a haunting love of the beautiful. The man's desire for pork sausage remains as mystical and ethereal as his desire for heaven.
Well, that doesn't fit a girl.
What'd you say, Terry?
That doesn't fit a girl.
No, I guess it doesn't, does it? P.F.C. Arnold Morley specified the glamour department for tonight, and it doesn't take science to analyze his desire for this babe. He sure isn't pork sausage, but come to think of it, she comes in a very slick casing, and she's very carefully stuffed. I mean this delectable, spicy Lina Romay.
Hello, everybody. Now I'd like to dig right into a number for William H. Gurney in Yokohama. Maestro? When a man meets a woman, she's liable to think he's human, unless she's the kind of woman who knows her own. Now take the advice, amigo, of one who knows. Don't be fooled by how he talks or the upside way he walks. Cause a man is a brother to a mule. When a man gets contrary, it is best to be wary, unless you're the kind of woman who knows her mule. Now take the advice, muchacho, of one whose wife. Disregard his gentle side, cause when you get neither side, a man is a brother to a mule. You tell him to stay, he says go. You tell him to go, he says no. Cause a man is a brother to a mule. He may have a dozen hands, wear a sporty coat and pants, but a man is a brother to a mule, to a stubborn old mule. Cause a man is a brother to a mule.
just mighty fine, Lina. That's what it was.
Well, thanks, Meredith. And I want to thank you for that sweet introduction and for all your trouble looking for it. Gee, going through all those books and everything.
Oh, it was worth all the trouble, Lina. I learned so many interesting things. Now, when I go out with a girl, I'll never be at a loss as to what I should say.
Really, Meredith? Well, darling, suppose you and I are alone together in Griffith Park. Just us, huh? Underneath a beautiful moon. You're a man. I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Your arms are around me. I purse my lips. Now, what do you say?
Lina,
Yes, Meredith.
did you know that the largest toy drum factory in the world is located in Massachusetts? Isn't that kind of interesting? Lina?
Well, frankly, Meredith, I think we'd better give our listeners some dialogue with a lighter touch.
Well, that's okay with me. I'll tell him my joke, if you'll help me. All you have to do is to ask me, why does a man always stand with his back to the fireplace?
Okay, Meredith. Why does a man stand with his back to the fireplace?
Oh, boy, I finally get to tell it. You see, Lina, years ago, a boy named Sam was standing there.
Why, it's Meredith Wilson's talking people.
Meredith, tell us a story, will you? Huh? Please, Meredith, will you? Huh? Please, Meredith, will you? Meredith, please.
Well, of course I'll tell you a story. Now, how would you like me to tell you why a man always stands with his back to the fireplace? Oh. Well, possibly you'd like to hear the story about the three trees.
Wait a minute, Meredith.
Well, what's the matter?
You mean that old yarn about the woodland glade? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Surrounded by the three trees? There, and there?
Well, I only thought that it might...
Could you possibly be referring to that old chestnut about the frisky little rabbit? Who passed through the woodland glade? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Surrounded by the three trees? There, and there?
Well, I admit that it may be not the
And
newest...
stopped to drink at the beautiful bubbling spring?
How was that spring again?
And finally comes the hunter, striking the pretty little rabbit away from the beautiful bubbling spring. Surrounded by the three trees. There, and there. Was that the story you wanted to tell us, Meredith?
I wish I were dead.
Fine, Meredith. But Seaman Second Class Harry Schneider wrote that he's had a yearning to hear a copy of Sleep Kentucky Babe. And I think your talking people are just the people to sing it for us. Barbershop style.
Here's them a-humming on the honeysuckle vine. Sleep, Kentucky Babe. And then I'm a-coming to this little man of mine. Sleep, Kentucky Babe. Silver moon shining in the heavens up above. Father Lincoln pining for his little lady love. You is mighty lucky, babe of old Kentucky. Close your eyes in sleep. Fly away, la la la. Fly away, Kentucky babe. Fly away to rest. Fly away, la la la. May your little curly hair on your mammy's breast
singing people.